Hi friends, welcome back to volume 2, looking at hydroponic drip to waste system, and this time we're going to be looking more on a simpler approach for persons who mightn't have all the tools to go about cutting pipes or may not have that much experience working with these equipment, and that's no problem at all. What we're going to look at today is using buckets, or if you have use pans at home, anything that you have that can function in the system, you can utilize. Now, this system is something I will always tell persons it's good to start off learning with. Now, with this approach, you're able to grow your same leafy crops, but you have an option to grow your fruiting crops, like your tomato, your sweet pepper, your cauliflower, broccoli. It's endless. It's a more diverse system, and you can use it either for leafy crops or fruiting crops, and whenever you like throughout the year. So join me and let's go through some of the essential apparatus to go about making your drip to waste system for buckets. So over here we're going to go through some of the items. First, we have your adapters from your PVC to your polytubing, and this will ensure that you're able to convert seamlessly, and to the top of your adapters you have a lock area where you could lock your drip tape accordingly. In this case, we are not using drip tape, we are using your 1/8 or your 1/2 inch polytubing, where you can now put in your drip emitters wherever you are. So this could be customized to whatever system that you are working with, whatever space limit you are working with. Now, with the polytubing, sometimes they mightn't always lie flat on the ground. That's just because how it is imported or brought in, it is going to have that belly in it. So what you can do, a piece of wood, PVC pipe, whatever you may have, you could actually fasten the polytubing onto the wood so it will be sturdy, and you won't have moving up or turning of your polytubing when you're building. So it makes it very practical. In this case, I'm using tie straps to go about making my reinforcement. Now, you could use string, you could use wire, whichever one that you have, not a problem. Now, when I started off my hydroponic journey, I started off using drip to waste system, and because one, it was more affordable for me, and this particular system was my bucket system. And the bucket system was a diverse system, meaning that I was able to switch whenever I want. Either I'm working with a leafy crop, or I'm going to work with a crop that is fruiting. And because this particular system is so diverse, I'm able to even intercrop and mix cropping. So I may have a fruiting crop growing upwards, and to the bottom I could grow my shallow benny, my scythe, my seasonings. On the table, what we have is a couple of equipments. So what the demonstration here is showing is that how you could more or less use your end caps to reinforce, to ensure that no excess water will be lost with the system. So I'm just showing you what we are looking at. So with this system, you could use the same cocoa peat and perlite mixture seen in our previous videos, and the link will be uploaded. So let's go through what we have here. First, we have our stake, our plastic stakes, which are the blue stakes. What that will do is drip water gradually directly to the root zone, and this will ensure that any excessive water will not be lost. And this piece is called an emitter. These emitters regulate the flow of water. So even if you're on a slope or a gradient, you're going to have even flow or distribution of water. You're going to have your spaghetti tubing, and that spaghetti tubing is very fine. So make sure when you're using the spaghetti tubing that you don't have any debris or organic matter build up in it, because it will clog your pipes. But in this case, our emitters and stakes. So here we have connected our emitters to our stakes. We have our punch, and what that punch does is make a small hole, so no ice picks, no knives. You're using a punch. These punches are designed for this particular purpose. So let's do the correct thing. So go ahead, mark out your areas, and what you can use is a little indication, is a little pop. That ensures that we don't go through and through, because if we go through and through, we're going to have leakage. And because it's a tiny incision into your polytubing, it will gradually snap with your emitters. So connect your emitters, place your stakes directly where the root zone will be for your crops, and from there, with the same approach with your throwback, with your irrigation system, you could see exactly how it's dripping, and that could maintain a limited water supply and can be easily converted into a commercial system. So this particular system is excellent for growers who are now starting off, and you're able to see your crops and your home garden go from challenging to excellent.